Welcome to On Average, the channel that brings you insightful data from around the globe. Here, we're all about making sense of the world through the lens of averages. We decode complex statistics, offering you a glimpse into diverse aspects of life, from lifestyle and finance to health and technology. We're committed to delivering engaging content that's as informative as it is relatable. So buckle up and prepare for an enlightening journey. Today, we delve into the average debt of individuals from different parts of the world. Let's begin our journey in the United States, where debt has become a part of the American dream. In the land of opportunity, the average American is laden with various forms of debt. One of the most common is credit card debt. With the ease of swipe and pay, many find themselves in a deep hole of high-interest debt, with the average credit card balance hovering around $6,000. Then we have student loans. The cost of education in the US is notoriously high. As a result, millions of Americans find themselves starting their careers already thousands of dollars in debt. The average student loan debt sits at a staggering $37,000. And let's not forget mortgages. Homeownership, a cornerstone of the American dream, comes with substantial debt. The average American homeowner owes nearly $200,000 in mortgage debt. Lastly, we have auto loans. With the country's sprawling landscapes and car-centric culture, it's no surprise that the average car loan debt per borrower is about $20,000. These debts are fueled by a myriad of factors, a prominent one being the culture of consumerism. The desire for instant gratification often leads to impulsive buying, which can quickly lead to debt. The high cost of education and the pressure to own a home also contribute to the debt culture. While the American dream might be synonymous with opportunity and prosperity, it often comes with a hefty price tag. Crossing the Atlantic, we land in Europe, a continent of diverse economies and debt levels. Here, the story of debt is as varied as the landscape itself. In Western Europe, countries like the United Kingdom, Germany and France, the average debt is higher compared to their Eastern counterparts. This is largely due to the cost of living, housing and education. Mortgage debts are particularly high, with many citizens grappling with the cost of homeownership. You'll find that consumer debt, encompassing everything from credit card bills to personal loans, also takes a significant chunk of the pie. On the other hand, Eastern Europe, with countries such as Poland, Romania and Bulgaria, reports lower average debt. Lower cost of living and housing make a significant difference. However, the shadow of student loans is a common denominator, with many young people borrowing to fund their education. It's important to note that these debts are not just numbers but a reflection of the socio-economic factors at play. The cost of living, the state of the housing market and the accessibility of education all play a role in shaping these debt levels. From the bustling cities of Western Europe to the tranquil towns of the East, the shadow of debt is a common sight. It's a complex issue that speaks volumes about the realities of life in Europe today. Our final stop is Asia, a continent known for its economic dynamism and contrasting debt levels. Asia is a diverse landscape, with developed nations like Japan and Singapore sitting alongside emerging economies such as India and Indonesia. Consequently, the average debt of an Asian varies widely across these countries. In developed nations, consumer debt and mortgages make up a significant portion of the average debt, driven by high living costs and a culture of consumerism. Meanwhile, in developing countries, education loans are often the primary contributor to personal debt, reflecting the high value placed on education as a ticket to upward mobility. However, these averages only tell part of the story. The cultural and economic factors that impact these debt levels are complex. For instance, societal norms in some Asian cultures discourage borrowing, which can lower average debt figures. Despite the economic boom, Asia too has its fair share of the debt burden. The world of debt is as diverse as the people who inhabit it. We've journeyed through the average debt of an American, a European, and an Asian, each unique and telling its own tale. It's essential to grasp these figures as they play a critical role in understanding our financial landscape and how we manage our debt. Join us again on Average as we unravel more fascinating averages from around the globe. Don't forget to follow for more content.